Guilty
Balls.
balls. Yeah,
Woo! Welcome back,
that's awesome.
everybody, to another episode of the Kilted Balls podcast. And good theme song, though short this time. I was getting a little,
Slightly short.
slightly short. I was getting a little nervous. I am out on vacation. So,
It's exciting.
yes, even Ball takes vacations every once in a while. I am at Tybee Island. I've never been to Tybee Island. It's about 20 minutes east of Savannah, Georgia.
hmm
I thought it was
Wait,
much closer.
Savannah's. I was gonna say Savannah. I thought was on the coast, but it's actually not.
It is
Guess it runs.
not.
The intercoastal runs through Savannah.
Right. So the intercoastal goes to Savannah, but you drive along the intercoastal to get to Tybee Island. So not as close as
Nice.
I thought it was, but it's really kind
hmm
of cool here. It's 3 miles of beaches. Well, bless you. Are you all
So
right
we
there?
had some visitors this weekend, and right after they left, my youngest had a double ear infection and a virus. So hit Gina and myself today. It's been pretty
Oh,
exciting. I hope they're okay. They're a little bit stronger immune system than us, I guess.
I don't think anything has slowed us down even a little bit. You guys might just be weak.
Yep. So go ahead. I didn't mean to sneeze there. I tried to move the mic so it wouldn't get anybody.
That's funny. That was super funny. So I think what I wanted to talk about was like our travels because I was it was interesting to me. So let me give our listeners the download about how this all went down. We left last Thursday and our plan was to leave around 5 or 6. And we were pretty much ready to go, but we were waiting on like one package and it started pouring rain, like torrential downpours. And so we ended up not getting on the road until like 8. I think that's about right. Isn't that when we texted you and said, hey, we're getting on the road?
Yeah, I think it was right around 8 o'clock because it
Yeah,
was
so
definitely before 9, which is when we usually get online.
yeah, I think that's about right. And so we get on the road. We stop in Okemos for dinner because we hadn't eaten yet, thinking that we'd be on the road. So not very far away, like 20 minutes. We get back on the road and we blow a tire, not 10 minutes later. So we got dinner, got back on the road, blew a tire, got off the expressway, took forever to find somebody to come fix the tire. Finally get somebody to come fix our tire. We get back on the road and now it's like 11 o'clock or so. And,
hmm
it's kind of chilly, rainy. We get back on the road, we go another half hour, 45 minutes, and the same tire that the spare was on blew.
That's the worst. That
It's,
happened to me once. It must be a buyer's thing.
it must be a thing for sure. And so we get off the road because we have dualies. So we like creep along the expressway, get off the road, stop by our friend's Doug, right? I thought about like reaching out to him actually, but
hmm
it was late at night after you were sleeping. So we like found a garage,
Oh.
pulled off, went to sleep, got up in the morning right as they were about to open, and they were like, sorry, man, you are bad.
Try not to.
But they were like, yeah, we don't do big rigs. You got to go somewhere else.
Oh
So
my
we,
gosh.
right? And so we called around, found a place, went there, replaced all of our tires. But the part that I found interesting about all of this, and maybe it was different for my passengers and stuff, but for me, like I was just like, okay, let's pull over, let's take a nap. Okay, let's go here, let's do this. Like it never bothered me at all. Like I was never freaking out. I wasn't upset. I was just like, okay.
hmm
I'm like, cool, more story, more plot. And I thought,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I don't know when. I think when I was younger, that might have affected me. Like I'm like,
hmm
I don't know if I'm older and wiser, but eventually we had all our tires replaced. We got back on the road. And then we noticed our brakes were bad. And so we got to your house and the brakes were bad. And this was another spot where, like, I start taking apart the brakes and stuff, and it was all things I'd never seen, like the way the hub was built. And again,
Hmm.
you were there, like, we weren't freaking out. Just every time we just switched it
Yeah.
off and just kept working on it. So, you froze mid sneeze, which is amazing. Oh no, Kilted. We may have lost Kilted with that big sneeze. Oh, there he is. Listeners, I think we broke Kilted.
I was having too much fun. Actually, one little part that you skipped that I thought was hilarious, and especially people in Michigan will really appreciate it. That the morning that you were driving, that you were going down 23, and parts of 23 are closed. So it's two lane. It's basically two lanes to get around, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just two lane surface roads, and you're limping along. There's probably still cars caught in that, waiting to get through
They're trying to
behind a big old camper.
they're trying to bypass all that construction and save 5 minutes to get to work, and they get stuck behind me with one dually
Yeah,
blown and going 10 miles an hour. Like, not even normal camper slow speed. Like, I'm going like 10 miles an hour,
yeah,
hazards
I
on,
thought that was hilarious
taking
because
up the
we've
whole
all been
road.
there. We've been behind that guy. Yeah,
Oh yeah. And they're honking, they're all grumpy. I'm like, sorry. Welcome to the parade. Just wave at everybody.
yeah. But one thing that I don't know if you broke out for a second, but a big thing too, besides being older and wiser and staying calm and just enjoying the moment, you just went onto YouTube and you watched like 3-4 different people change that same tire so you can kind of see what's going on. And that's one of the amazing things about technology nowadays.
Yeah, not only that, but like at one point I was having trouble with a part, and my wife like walked up with her phone and took a picture of the part, and then she's like, "This is what it says you have to do to that part." I was like, "Well, that's amazing."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I was
It's
able to
super
like
awesome.
use that video and figure it all out. I'm like, that is solid right there. So yeah, and
Yeah.
then we eventually made it to your place and hung out, changed some brakes, which wasn't super exciting, but I felt good that I was able to do it and not worry about it. Oh my goodness. What did we do to you?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but today has not been exciting for me.
No, those are some big sneezes.
Yeah. At least it's just been today, so tomorrow should be better.
As long as it's one day, that's pretty
So
good.
yeah, it was awesome. We got to hang out and have fun. Yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah.
That's what I'm planning.
And disc golfing was
Because
cool.
it
What a
came.
great course.
Hmm. Yeah, Stumpy Creek. So anyone in the Charlotte area, if you've been there, there's a lot of trees. I had lots of troubles for the first few holes getting through the trees. Then became one with the trees, and things worked out a little bit better after that.
Man, is your whole family
So,
sneezing like this?
Oliver is not, but
Okay.
Morgan hasn't been to school yet this week, and Gina has been in rough shape
Oh
past 2 days.
no. Well, I'm fairly confident
So
you
yeah.
didn't get that from us, but on the other hand, we are powerful, so you could have got it from us. So
Just
that's
brought
the
it
thing.
down.
But
Yeah. It was funny because, well, like I said, Morgie had a double ear infection, and Gina had said he had a virus, and I didn't really think about it. And then last night, all of a sudden, I just felt like crap. I was like, wait a second, this didn't even like hit my radar because I'm trying to like be there, like not like, oh, Morgan's sick, so I'm gonna get sick. And then
yeah,
it just hit me. So I'm like, darn it. Oh
gosh
well,
darn
I'm
it.
still working on that. Not like
Yeah,
when we were younger, we just didn't get sick.
and yeah, right, exactly. Well, and we have two part one episodes out, and listeners, we're not doing the part two to either of
Uh
them today because we're on vacation. This is a vacation episode. This whole
Yep, this is a
island,
vacation episode.
we brought our bikes, and we were worried that it wasn't like a maybe not a bike place, but it's totally bike and golf cart friendly. Like they have lanes that are bike
Oh, that's awesome.
paths that are for golf carts and bikes. So like we've been just going all over the little island with our bikes and, going
Hmm.
to the beaches and it's been fun.
So is it like a town on the island where you have like your grocery stores and things like that, or is it like the campgrounds and like beach?
No, there's like a town and a school, I think. The town's only
Okay.
about 3,000 normal people big, but
Okay.
you can tell this is like where everybody from Savannah comes, I think. Like, 'cause they've got tons
Yeah.
of
And it's
parking, but it's always paid for parking. So,
uh
but there's only one
that's
grocery
awesome.
store that I found. So
Hmm.
there might be more, but I've only found
Yeah.
one. An IGA reminds me of home.
Yeah, the IGA. Okay, I have a good question for you. Did you stop in Brunswick on your way down
I do not
at the
believe
new
so.
you didn't stop at the new Bucky's there?
We never passed a Bucky's. We kept waiting.
Oh, I wonder when they had you turn off.
So we never got to it. We kept
Oh,
waiting.
wait. Nope, because it's in Georgia. My bad.
Yeah, and
Because
like there was a
you
sign
didn't
that
even make
said
it
it's
barely to Georgia.
yeah. The last time we saw a sign said it was like 100 miles away.
Yep. I wasn't even thinking when I was saying that. For some reason, I was thinking you guys were going further down. But yeah, Savannah's right at the top.
It's
And so if
right.
you would have gone east from there,
Yeah, we like entered right at Savannah, so like crossed in
hmm
right there. So
oh, I'm sorry. I told you that you'd pass the
we kept
Buckies.
seeing the signs. And I'm like, this says we're going to turn off before those signs, but maybe the GPS is wrong.
I know that was me.
I guess not. I guess not. So
You'll have to
yeah.
wait to get one of their little sandwiches till some other trip.
Oh my gosh. So we've taken like today we took our bikes on the beach. Like we are going to lock them up, but I'm like, no, let's just take them on the beach because here's what I found. So we have electric bikes, right? And you've taken bikes on the beach. You know when you hit that like super loose sand, how hard it is to push them through.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just hit the throttle.
Oh, really?
So I'm like
That's
pushing it,
awesome.
but then it starts to slow down. And I just hit the throttle, and then I almost have to jog to keep up with it. And it's like spraying
Uh,
sand all out the back as it just is like zzz, and goes.
that's hilarious. That's so
So,
cool.
so that does not slow you down. And I saw some
Okay,
people like
because
looking at us when like we were leaving the beach today. Like they were like, "Oh, that's gonna suck pushing those bikes." And all of a sudden, I just hit the throttle and just ran along next to it.
yeah, because you have the third on back, so you just have two electric bikes. You don't have
Yes.
the little guy pedaling.
No, he's riding along behind us, and he does not
Hmm.
appreciate the bumps when we hit bumps. I'll tell you that.
I
So,
imagine so.
and we've
I
gone to
imagine
like
so.
each dinner so far. We've like gone to the IGA and grabbed food in our bag because we only have like a little bag on the bike, and then we come back and
Hmm.
eat whatever we got, which has been fun. And there was a farmer's market yesterday, so like we went and got a
Oh,
whole
that's
bunch of
awesome.
vegetables and things like that. So far so good.
I
So
love
far
that.
so good.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
I know. I was like, I like this kind of living for a short period of time where you just got a lot of, we're just buying stuff each day.
Yeah, e- I try to do that anyways, just because, like, I'll catch sales or just whatever I'm feeling like. And, a lot of times if we do like big grocery shopping, then we'll end up buying a bunch of stuff and just not eating it. Like, oh, this comes up or that comes up. And then it's like,
Mm.
oh, wait, this has been sitting in the fridge for 3 weeks now. So,
We are not that way. We do buy big, huge amounts every once in a while, like huge amounts, but we might go a month or two without shopping. So we wait until it's all
yeah.
gone and then go again.
Hmm. That's awesome.
So that's definitely a thing for us. So, yep, yep, yep.
So what made you decide on that spot? Do you know someone who had been there before? Because I mean, all up and down the East Coast, there's a lot of really cool places to go. So what made you decide on there?
Yeah, so we had never been here. Like we were like, oh, we've never been to Savannah. We hear it's cool. We
Hmm.
were trying to decide, like, once Amy said she just wanted to chill. She's like, I don't want to travel out. I just want to chill. I was like, okay.
Hmm.
Well, I made like two plans, but the first plan was, hey, why don't we do this? Go see Kilted, go all the way down to the coast, go to Savannah, explore there. And then I was like, and here's another plan. And before I even got the words out, she's like, nope, that's the plan. And I was like, or that's the plan. So
Awesome.
yeah, and
Hmm.
so that's what we did, and it was awesome. And the only part that I'm not sure about is we haven't gone to Savannah at all, and I don't know if we'll go tomorrow. So
Yeah.
like
You
that,
don't want to try to parallel park down there on Thursday on your way out.
no. And we
Just
drove
like
through there, like we drove
hmm.
through there with the motorhome at night, and it was like rough. But we did talk about like, okay, maybe we have to check out Thursday, like by noon. And I'm like, maybe what we do is we just get on the road Thursday, like at 7, drive
Yeah.
up to Savannah, park maybe somewhere near the outskirts, and then we can go explore Savannah a little bit before we head on our way.
Yeah. She
So
could always take an Uber in too. You can
we talked
park,
about
you
that
know.
today. I'm like, we could take an Uber from Tybee. I'm like, we could go take an Uber in and go tomorrow.
Hmm.
But I'm also like, the whole point of this was to chill, so maybe we just spend tomorrow chilling at the beach again. So
That's awesome. It's great to have those options. It's just, you had said that that was important for this trip to just be able to do whatever you wanted to do and just hang out and
yes,
have a good time.
well, and that's the thing. Like we've been going hard for a long time, and kind of one of the things we talked about recently was making sure you took time to pause. And so this is a good time to work in that pause, right? Like you go hard for a while,
Hmm.
that's great, but take time to just relax. This is the first time I've been on my computer the whole time. I've only
That's
been using
awesome.
my phone to read, really, trying to stay off that a little bit. So
Hmm.
I just think that's important every once in a while to just disconnect.
That's super cool.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, one thing, this is opposite of disconnecting. So if anyone missed the posts, I had made a post about this and I wanted to share it here because we talk a lot about intention and just how the universe works. So, and even on here, I mean, we could go back. We're not going to, but how many times I said, "Oh, I need to get on whatnot," blah blah blah. So I had looked. It's been just over a year since the last time I went live on whatnot, and I still I sell a couple sheets a month, just randomly. But last week I had a
Oh no, this is probably me, not kilted. So that's sad that we might have lost him right there.
yeah, I
There he is.
guess he had stumbled across my website, so that was cool. He wasn't, and I was like, yeah, I've been, almost at least a year and a half or 2 years. I've been on whatnot. So I gave my personal account, and he saw that and everything. So, and it's funny, like 2 months ago, I went through and I redid all my inventory, and I was really like doing the things I felt that I needed to do to start going live again. So
Nice.
long story short, this is, obviously the universe. I keep saying, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. And the universe is like, yes, you need to do this. So they're going to be boosting my shows. They're doing like a few special things for me for the month of April. So that's super super exciting. So I have shows planned already, and I'll figure out the good time, and I'll go through some of the bumps again and everything like that. But yeah, I've been talking with Nova a lot, and yeah, I'm really excited to be able to talk to customers again, which is what I liked about it before.
What was the line you said about the universe? You were like,
Oh, did I break up? The universe. No, just like the universe. Sometimes the universe just will hit you with a hammer.
but you had a
Like,
whole statement when you talked to me. You're like, sometimes it leads you, and sometimes it
yeah,
has to
cause
hit you with a hammer. Is that what you said?
yeah, yeah, because I kept saying like, oh, like the whisper in my ear, like, oh, get back on, get back on, get back on, and I haven't been. But yeah, the projections where he's like, okay, if you do this, this will be an all right start, and then we'll kind of go from there. So I was pretty excited about that.
That's awesome. So check out Kilted on Whatnot. What's Not. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll be fun. And
Whatnot.
you're about to go
3
on
p.m.
vacation too, right?
Yes, I'm not sure exactly what we're doing, but I think we're gonna go see some of Gina's family in Tennessee. They have a farm over there. They're the ones they live on a big, well, they back up to a farm as well, which is cool. But they have a couple horses. They have a bunch of goats. It's all fenced in. Really, really cool people. So yeah, that'll be fun. So we're
That's
still
awesome.
squaring out the logistics. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Well, listeners, we've been trying to keep it at 20 minutes since we're on vacation. We're going to
Oh.
hold true to that. So we're just
Mhm.
there. We hope you have a great week. We'll probably come back at you either next week or even on Saturday. Try to get some of those one episodes into two parters, right? And hopefully Kilton
Yeah. Let
feels
me go.
better. Hopefully he feels better. So,
I hope so. I hope so.
all right. Well, this is Ballbuster signing off.
Kill the Dragon Chair. Love you all.